Comfy. Claudia, hi. Will you be willing to do me a favor? Can you look at the thermostat right there and press off on the air conditioner? There's one that says heat, off, and cool. Awesome. Thank you. Welcome to Satsang Loves. So happy we get to be here as the days get shorter still and the nights get longer. This beautiful darkness. Tonight's theme, as I was thinking about what could be a fun thing to explore with all that's happening in the world, all that appears to be happening in the world. Tonight's theme is Who Wants to Know? Who wants to know? Who is it that wants to know? Like, guess who? Kinda. Like, who wants to know? So, I wrote a little poem. So, I figured I'll start with a poem and then we can explore this option, this inquiry. There it goes. Who wants to know? Who does? Who wants to know? Because there's a certain kind of wanting that smells like incense and panic at the same time. A holy hunger with sharp teeth, a spiritual appetite that calls itself curiosity, but is really a small manager trying to keep the cosmos on a clipboard. And it makes sense. The world is loud. Politics flicker like a fever dream. Prophecies multiply like rabbits. Hump, hump, bumpity, hump, hump, boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. Astrology spins its jeweled wheel. AI hums like a new god in a metal throat. The Kali Yuga headlines itself in bold caps. And even the psychics, bless their wild hearts, sometimes sound like weather apps for the soul. So mind does what mind does. La mente va a ser lo que la mente va a ser. What's coming? What does it all mean? Am I safe? Am I late? Is this awakening or just another costume? But one of my beloved spiritual sweethearts, we could say, Long Chimpa, that sky singer, that lover of the vast, would smile in that quiet Himalayan way and point not to an answer, but to the one asking, not as a blame, as a liberation. Because the one who wants to know is often the one who thinks it can be improved by knowing. It can stay safe by knowing. The one who wants to know is often the one who believes the present moment is a hallway and truth is a door at the end of that hallway. The one who wants to know is often the one who can't yet relax into the fact that reality is already intimate, already here, already unmissable, already breathing you. So, as a gentle experiment, when the question arises, but what is it? What's next? What's really happening? Don't chase the content like a cat after a red dot, beloveds. For a moment, turn softly, like you're remembering your own name, and consider who wants to know. Is it awareness? Maybe awareness doesn't want to know. Awareness is the space in which knowing happens. It doesn't need a conclusion. It doesn't need a forecast. It doesn't need to win an argument with uncertainty. Awareness is already complete even while mind is mid-sentence. Before mind, before every origin story, every dream, every ending story, every ascension story, after every origin story, after every ascension story, after every what's coming next story, and blessedly during all wondrous assumptions and all wondrously new creative ways at the addiction to postponement, the addiction of postponement. You, freedom, aware, loving, wholeness, vast, clear, bright, kindness itself, here. So maybe it's not awareness. Maybe it's the little self, the sweet, hallucinated CEO of a company called Me Incorporated, running quarterly reports on the future. And if it is, if it's ego, let it be ego. No war, no spiritual swatting, no bad mind mythology, no fucked up mind mythology, no what the fuck is going on. That's all okay, but a sweet moment to notice the option of one of my favorite mantras. Hi, mind. Hi, mind. You're doing your adorable survival dance again. Great. You're trying to turn infinity into something you can carry in your pocket. Great. And that's okay. Because even this wanting, even this grasping, even this anxious little tell me, what's going to happen, please, por favor, is made of the same luminous stuff, not separate from its source. The warmth of the fire, the glow of the flame. It's not outside the sacred. It's not outside the sky. In Dzogchen language, the movement is not the problem. The mistake is forgetting its movement and vastness. Thoughts can be wild birds, but the sky is not disturbed by its wings. And no wild bird has ever left a trace. Predictions can be storms, but the openness does not get wet. Opinions can be fires, and awareness not ever burned. So tonight, when you feel the pull to figure it out, name it, map it, solve it. Name it, flip it, solve it, flap it, floop it, flip it, fop it, top it, name it, flip it, sap it, wop it, top it, mop it, cop it, chop it. Pause like you heard a Frida and a Huda coming on in. And if y'all want to be cozy down here, there's plenty of little cushiony mushinies. Hello there, loves. The theme for tonight's satsang is Who Wants to Know?
You were listening. You didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, nice. Nice. So I got to read that whole thing over again. I love it. I loves. Yes, when you feel the pull, the innocence, that reaching, always ego innocently always reaching to change something, to want something, or always attempting to keep something at bay, keep something afar, keep something out of reach. No, no. But the invitation in this moment together, as the adorable honey bunches of infinity we are, as the adorable, soft bodied animals that we are, we can explore together and support, to stop, to pause, and ask who wants to know? And then ask deeper, who is aware of the one who wants to know? And then deeper still, what is here before the question? What remains after the question? What is present even when mind goes quiet and even when mind screams? Not an answer, a recognition, a widening, a homecoming into the already, maybe? Because the truth isn't hiding behind the question. The truth is the space that holds the question, the way the ocean holds the wave, the way the sky holds every cloud and all of its formations, its celestial hieroglyphics. Wave says, where am I going? Ocean, beloved, you are made of me. Where the hell you gonna go, bitch? Where you gonna go? So let the world do its worlding. What's the world gonna do? She gonna world. What's mine gonna do? It's gonna mind. Let the headlines shout. Let the planet spin their poetry. Let the AI sing its binary hymns. Let time dress itself as urgency. And in the middle of it, this simple, exquisite noticing. The one who wants to know is an appearance. The one who has every wondrous conclusion about the world and the world worlding. A wondrous, spacious, shimmering appearance. And what you are is the knowingness that doesn't need to know. A clear sky that doesn't negotiate with clouds. A vast expanse that doesn't require certainty to be free. So the satsang theme is not a riddle. It's like a little tiny little cute little key. Who wants to know? And when you see it, feel into it, truly see it, the wanting loosens, the grip softens, and the heart remembers it was never outside. Just this, truly, just this, just here, truly, just here. Just luminous openness, pretending for a moment to be a question. And even that is welcome. What a gift. We have this option available to rest in the immediacy of this vastness, to rest as the immediacy of this vastness, as this fullness. Even as Kuan Yin calls, I mean, who else is it? Thank you. How very sweet. Who wants to know? I mean, how many podcasts do we have available to us, especially nowadays in our spiritual subculture? Oh my goodness, all the headlines. What's going to happen? What's not going to happen? How long is it going to happen? Who's it going to happen to? Uh, what do you need to do? Which way your Merkaba's got to spin, in which direction you gotta. There's all kinds of. things that maybe you're gonna get wrong. So wondrous. It's so wondrous. And it's for a lot of beloveds. I know a lot of beloveds. It's completely what's the word? It's completely not even possible to consider that you could actually be here and not have your energy bleed out into all of the what's going to happen, what's going to who who's good. People feel like it's not even an option, like it's not responsible. I'm not a good spiritual person if I'm not trying to solve and make sure. It's so innocent. And for those that may be available and it may be relevant, the option is real, beloveds. Peace now is real.
I don't know if you mean like a
Rest now
strategy
is
or
real.
you
Sorry?
mean like you mean like the Mayan calendar, what's gonna
Oh wait, can
happen?
you so
Because I'm not in that world, so
oh I so love
I
that.
don't know what you're talking about,
That's so
to be
good. What
honest.
it's like, what are you even talking about?
Yeah,
Well,
I
what's
like
so
watching
fun is
science
that it could
videos.
be something big like that. Kali Yuga's
I see.
ascension stories. It could also be what's going to happen to me tomorrow. How much money am I going to have? How are things going to unfold? What's the stock market going to do? What's my partner? How long is my partner going to love me? How long are they not going to love me? Any future, who wants to know anything
Hmm.
from the most fascinating to the most fascinating? All of it equally announcing this that innocently gets overlooked, this fullness, this suchness of being, this aliveness. Yes, beloved Claudia. Can you please pass the microphone?
Oh, I mean, I always love to swim in your poetry and, go where it points to everything. So
Thank
wonderful.
you, love.
Thank you. And I would like to put something parallel, if I may.
I would love that.
So, like Candice, our teacher, most of Candice,
Yes.
how she says,
Jim, can you be a mic stand? Thank you.
no, how she always guides us to be parallel both.
Right.
Awareness and both.
Right.
So I would say what you said is all true here in this. And let's go there as often as we can to be strong here. And on this level, I'm not a main typic artist like you. I was main service. And on the service people, I think awareness uses a lot of something where I go and pick it up and then I can do my service. So there is a me who feels very justified to ask
Yes.
that who is in alignment with the bigger you. It's the incarnated self. So what's wrong in this picture in your tasting world?
Nothing.
Ah,
So wonderful. I mean, also so wonderful in that freedom to ask forever, to imagine yourself as a multitude of expressions of consciousness, asking every question, being curious about every possibility. That's not what I'm saying. That's absolutely so
that's why I said
welcome.
I want to put it parallel next to yours, not
Yes. Oh, I
against,
appreciate that. Yeah. Inseparable, right?
inseparable. Yes.
Inseparable, this wholeness that is, and the poetry of the urgency and of the doingness, and it's all inclusive. And in the context of our times, I'm just thinking of the sessions that I have, the people that I get to, such an honor to sit with. A lot of their concerns regard these certain topics about, and so those are kind of the things that inspire the satsangs. And in that context, for a lot of beloveds, they don't know that there's the option. They don't even know that there's the option to rest now.
So can I just ask you, in your case,
Yeah.
do you also feel sometimes the infinite, or the one we are part of, informs the mind, because you always say mind is only with mind. Is that, where am I wrong in the thought that I feel sometimes really my thoughts are completely inspired by your
Oh, well,
awareness?
that's so beautiful. Yeah. That's why my favorite word is
Available.
available. Available. Available can only exist at the intersection of our human lives and the vast intelligence of our true nature. And that's why available is my favorite. For me, there's a whole thing. Like the only point of any spiritual anything is just so a human being could finally discover the gift of being a presence of benefit, the gift of being available, the gift of noticing the innocence of our attention bleeding off into fantasy, into mental elaboration, and how that can, I mean, it's all perfect, right? There's no one's ever got it wrong. Nothing's ever happened. And how sweet in the context of our human lives to get to explore this, kind of like humans learning how to brush their teeth. They can learn how the mind works, right? It's part of the evolutionary process. And then the delight of learning that we get to be with each other in such a kind, simple, loving way that's not contrived, uh, open to all the awkwardness, all the things that can be contrived. So, again, the limitation of language and the way that it works, always putting things into dualistic frameworks. And yet, so everything that I'm saying ever is always going to fail. Is always going to fail. Boom, 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 boom. And I say it again. I try to say it another way. Such a joy. Such a joy. Yeah, yeah. Inseparable. All welcome. All equally announcing. Radiant mind, contracted mind. Equally saying, pristine, aware intelligence is here. Just like every shadow says there is light here. Every object says there is space here.
Do that again, because I never get that fully. That you say equally inspired thoughts are equally coming from awareness, like contracted or damaging ones or evil
Well,
ones.
as you mentioned earlier, the inseparability,
Uh-huh.
inseparable. And so when it comes to awareness, one of the fun things that I really loved, that was such a trip to me, because there was a time where it was like, oh, I'm supposed to only think positive thoughts. Oh, I'm supposed to only have positive beliefs. Oh, I'm supposed to only have positive feelings. Oh, and then the nightmare at trying to hold them suckers down, and and to notice, wow, they keep coming up. Those negative thoughts keep coming up, and in resting as awareness, it's kind of like if you hold up a hand. You'd like to do it, Claudia? Hold up one of your hands. May it represent all the positive thoughts and mind inspired by awareness. Yay, how yummy, right? And then hold up the other hand, and it's this innocent mind of just all caught up in its stories and projections and assumptions. And I mean, and now look at them, both, each so precious, each of them's announcing that there's awareness present.
Actually, I am in that moment, the awareness who looks at them like the mother
Yes,
who
you,
holds both
like the
children.
mother who holds both. Yes.
I mean,
Hi,
do I need to?
awareness. Look at you, so good at being awareness.
Uh,
Yeah, so free,
yeah.
so present. Yeah. And so, yeah, thank you, love. Just, and so, in that, it's amazing that we discover that we get to be here without attempting to sort out positive, negative, and neutral constantly. We get to discover an inexhaustible resource of available energy. And then in that also discover that this moment somehow knows how to respond to itself. This intelligence knows how to meet itself. The words come, the hands come, the hugs come, the silence comes, the sit comes, the art comes, the innovations come. It's just so very sweet. This option of noticing, of noticing. And who is it that wants to know can be a sweet inquiry. In any moment, we find ourselves caught up in the innocence of, oh my gosh, what's happening? What do I need to do? Yes, love, can you, Jim?
First of all, I want to thank Claudia. I really always appreciate how you talk about the thinking mind and honor it in its place in reality. And I always just feel very like appreciative that you stand up for that part of reality, and that I sense a protector in you. And so yeah, I appreciate that, and I resonate. And yes, yes, and yeah, and I don't exactly know what I want to ask. I thought I did. Now I got a little nervous or something, and it sort of flew away. So let me see if I can just 1 second. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, it's this. I'm not really in it now, but like in the last couple months, I've been sort of like exploring this idea of the Enneagram,
I love that.
and I've been trying to figure out my number.
Okay.
And anyways, there's this one number. It's the number one, and the number one seems, as far as I know so far, and I'm just beginning of it and everything, but it seems very concerned with uh, ethics, right and wrong, justice.
Right.
Can
Yeah.
also be very judgmental and very critical.
Right.
But I relate to it in the sense that I can feel sometimes, in terms of where my urgency comes in,
Yeah.
I get a sense of urgency around, and it's hard. It's for me, it's a hard thing to decipher wisdom from neurosis here, because I can get a really strong feeling like that's correct and that something's not right here, or something smells like, I don't know how I know, but I'm very concerned that I'm participating or observing something that is harmful, that I
Right.
like. There's this question around harm, and there can be a very strong sense of urgency and fear around how to act and
Right.
what to do, and this sense of the pressure that I must do the right thing, because in genuinely the harm can be being caused, and so many of us do turn and don't look at reality. We don't want to, like,
Right.
especially in the spiritual realm, people can want to sugarcoat things, and it's very painful to see the ugly truths that
Yeah.
are right there. And so there's this like
Absolutely.
very interesting line between this part of me that has wisdom
Mhm.
in that way, and then flipping
I'm glad you
into,
recognize it as wisdom.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
that. And then there's like, is there, um, and so that's the mind. And also that's what I would call mind. But that's also, it's very much like there are people involved, there are selves. There's a sense of I must act to protect, or I must speak what is right. And
Yeah.
that's I. So there's like,
Uh-huh.
and I guess I'm just wondering how you'd frame those kind of moments, and how can I guess I'm wondering for myself, like, that it can also flip to being like a harmful kind of perspective of always looking in that
Right.
way.
Right.
And I'm wondering, like, just like we remember how to be present,
Mm-hmm.
um, I guess I'm still a person still trying to figure out how to work with my mind, like that part. And I don't know. I guess I'm just asking for your insight on this topic. It's not a
Yeah.
direct
Well,
question.
I so appreciate that you bring this up.
Yeah.
And it's so valuable. I mean, that's part of living consciously is our capacity, why I love the word available is because we're also available to say no, available to resist in a divine way, available to act, available to march, to vote, to protect, to hold. And what's really empowering in my experience is that we can do that from a space of wholeness and fullness and peace. Not that we have to. We can also do that from a space of trembling and rage and wrath. Uh, and we never know what the moment is going to ask of us, how that's going to appear. Um, and what a display this is. All that's unfolding. So again, I love the whole thing about being available. For me, this isn't about finding some vegetative state and finding a cave to sit in for the rest of your life. This is really about discovering your potency, your innate capacity to be a presence of benefit in whatever way that looks in your unique experience. And so, yeah, for me, recognizing injustice is evidence of consciousness. Hold up. What's the whole point? If we're going to be conscious of what? And so that has its value. In our quiet moments, to empower that, to continue cultivating our capacity to be informed by wisdom as opposed to being informed by fear. We've all seen what it means to be informed by fear. Mind attempting to solve the problem with the same unconsciousness that created the problem just continues. It's the righteousness of religion. It's the superimposition of governmental ideologies. And you want to share something, Rainbow Cowboy?
I know. Well, I mean, this is so it's so simple and it's just available, right? So whatever there is, there's always an opposite. There's always an opposite available because they run together. They're not separate. There's no separation from anything to what's opposite of it. In fact, the opposite defines it. That's what Ash keeps saying, and that's
How does that relate to like these subtle moments of noticing when something's off with
well,
a situation,
there's
for example?
well, the off, and then there's the on. The on is available as the off.
Okay, so give me an example.
We'll give you an example of what you're talking about.
Let's say you.
Alrighty, beloved.
I don't know how to exactly relate to that.
I mean,
know.
just so we're not in
Just
some
be-
kind of
just-
mental.
It's just like Byron Katie says, a turnaround. Well, what So I believe this. Well, what happens if you say, what's the turnaround of that?
Right.
I
So
believe-
that has its place at one level, we
Yeah.
can say, as we get familiar. And in that availability, we're available again. Our hands are available, our words are available, our action is available. And it's such a gift to yourself and to everyone present, that availability.
It's hard to know is to trust the process.
And that's the work of a lifetime, we can say. It's so appropriate. What good work, what good use of one's life stream, of one's attention, of one's energy, to be in the dance of that nuance, to be in the dance of that.
Yeah.
There's certain inquiries that can be really powerful. So for example, it could be fun when things aren't totally crazy and when things are. But when things aren't, it could be easier to notice, okay, what is it like to be here as a personality? Through descriptions, through the prism of descriptions, the kaleidoscope of conceptual frameworks. Oh, yeah. And let me just take a little curiosity and take the camera lens and open the focus so it's not every line is so detailed, and consider, okay, what is it like to be here as open presence? as open fullness. And we just get more and more used to recognizing this option. And
I think I feel like and I know it's just my mind saying this, but there's my mind says if I just relax and be present, then I might not. And I'm just noticing how this is such an innocent, sweet, like inner
yeah,
child. But it's like if I'm open and present, then I might not be able to like catch when or notice when bad things happen.
and is that
Like I might
true?
make I might just check out and
And is
pretend.
that true?
Right, right.
Take a look.
But I see how sweet. Like I
You see
feel
how
for
sweet
that.
that is?
Like I
Yeah.
want to cry. There's
Yeah,
that inner
that's
child in
so
me that says
sweet.
that. It's like
So
I just can't
profound.
relax because I have to protect.
Right. A trauma response.
Yeah,
So innocent.
yeah,
So has its place.
yeah,
And
yeah,
life continues to invite us
yeah.
a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. Is that true? What would be the opposite of that concept? I
Yeah.
have to know in order to.
Right.
What was the
Well, it
original?
was like I can't be relaxed and present and open because then I won't be able to protect.
Right. So,
I won't know when bad things are happening because I'll be like in that zone of like everything's fine and open and
yeah, and
present, man.
that's not
Just the
the
present
zone I'm talking
moment.
about. Oh,
I'm just
no.
present.
We all know the smell of that. Yeah. That ain't what I'm saying, no.
Yeah, no, you're not saying that. So I
Mm.
guess the opposite would be I can I can like spacious present awareness is not in any contradiction with recognizing and acting on what's right.
Beautifully said.
Yeah.
Beautifully said. I can be relaxed and spacious and available to meet the moment directly, responsibly, the ability to respond,
Yeah.
fully available.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
My
love.
inner child needed that. Thank you.
Our precious inner babies.
Hi.
I hear that in these circles a lot, and you said it, everything has its opposite. And in my system, it's stuck as a mental thing. How can we make it? Can I take it out of being a mental, confusing concept? Everything has its opposite. How can I make that alive? I don't know if you
Well,
agree
that's
with
what's
that.
so, sorry?
Do you agree with that?
It's a very useful idea to support recognizing the outshining of all opposites. It can be very useful to soothe the mind in a moment where there's an overemphasis on the particular thing you're emphasizing. And then in considering the opposite allows for all of those things you're considering to end with a question mark.
So it just softens
And
it.
in that it's open mind. You get familiar with open mind.
It softens it.
And then even the concept opposites dissolves, or is revealed to be sweet. Yeah, yeah, but it is a powerful
It's like a method,
exploration.
right?
Yeah,
It's a self
yeah,
self-guiding
yeah,
method.
yeah. Like with Byron Katie's 4 questions and the turnaround. So it's an invitation to, when you do the work, you're taking a concept that seems solid and you're putting it under a high-powered microscope. That is who you are as awareness. Total willingness, already everywhere present. Every part contains the whole. Every whole contains the part. Always everywhere present. And so you take that concept and you look at it as open aware intelligence. You don't know you're open aware intelligence. You're just answering the questions honestly. The willingness to answer the questions softens what you're focusing on and turns up the volume of awareness. So,
So kind of the opposite of something is nothing, you know? And so,
kinda.
yeah. And so if you have something, if you can just realize that it's also as opposite and is nothing, then you can be at peace because that's
Yeah, but that doesn't answer the question, Kim.
That's a Ruiz
That
question.
doesn't relate to, for example, like picking right action in a moment when action
Mhm.
needs to be taken. It has
Well,
nothing.
well, right action is something.
Yeah, but it has like that doesn't
Let's
there's no service. There's no value in asking that question when a child needs to be protected. It's like that's irrelevant. And that's what I was really talking about. It's like ethical demands of your soul that it's not about sitting and asking what's the opposite of this
Well,
and
no,
that.
and
That's just kind of like that's why the only reason I roll my eyes now is because generally that's a very valuable question, but in the context of the conversation, it wasn't really a relevant discussion marker. I guess I'd say
as
as far as like the question of being an
being,
yeah,
being
like
a mom,
taking
right? Or
taking
whatever.
action in an ethical way and trusting your beingness and your mind coming together to take action in the world for the right, for justice. That's kind of why I was like, what is he talking about, man? Because I was like, that's not to do. So then I didn't know if there was a point of how you were trying to connect it, and that's what
I see.
I kind of rolled my eyes. Yeah.
But did you hear what he said? It's not as theoretical or mental as it sounds. It's just a self-guiding method. It's not actually an important philosophical thing. It's just a good self-guiding method.
Yeah, in
That's how I
certain
understand
moments,
it.
in certain moments, I think can be valuable.
So it seems like there's a lot of words and a lot of talk around something that seems very simple to me. And I think that what you were saying, what I think we're all maybe not, I can't speak for everyone, feeling a little bit, is that our mind and our emotions are 100% real and need to be, we're people with brains. We analyze things, we take action, our brains are great, our minds are great. It's when our minds plague us. And if we have to make a decision about something and it's upsetting us, or if we are over, checking out on something and there's chaos around us, we have to observe. It's our awareness kicks in and says, if there's a child, of course you should take action. There should be no mental thought about it. I mean, there's a mental thought about it, but your emotional mental mind is in concert and you're picking up on something. And so you make a decision and you also realize that there's something bigger at play. You always have that cord to something that is bigger. The story is never ended, that you don't know all the story of that, but you're going to do what you have to do in your life to make it right. But you're not brittle about the end product. That's for me at least the awareness of that. I have trust in how things roll, and I'll never not participate. So when you were saying about fear in the future, I mean, climate is a big deal for me, and how how people are preparing for water and resources.
Yeah.
And that's not something, it's not like a big fear-based thing. I mean, this helps people survive. We're people, we have brains, and we need to survive on a lot of levels.
Do we need to survive?
Well, my child would say yes, I would like to survive. And that's way too, I mean, yes, we need to survive. That's what we do here, at least for water. But on the other hand, I say it's a big picture that's going on that I don't know. I trust so much in how the universe works that I'm seeing one tiny picture of it. So I don't emotionally get or mentally get so stuck on it being a particular way that it causes me angst.
Right.
All I can do is participate in my way and let it go. And is that what
Right.
you're talking about as far as awareness? Like, I'm always whole. I'm not fractured by what's happening in front of me. I'm always available to have my mind put stuff out to other people's minds. But I
What a
also
gift.
trust in that I don't know everything, but
Yeah,
I'm
what a
okay
gift.
always.
You're okay always. We're
Yeah.
all okay always. Yeah. And what a gift. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's so fascinating. We see the kind of world we create when we move into these spaces of needing to fix and replace which is totally okay, so innocent. And that's not the only option available to us. When we allow ourselves to get familiar with what we usually are not emphasizing, which is open intelligence as opposed to closed intelligence. So what we're mostly operating under is this system of these pockets of information and these projections of causality, what this means to that and what that means for this. And now we're on this trajectory. And now because this happened, this is what's going to unfold. And so, it's concepts trying to bargain with concepts, concepts trying to fix concepts, concepts at war with concepts. And when we take a moment to, all of us have been hit with the bus of grace in our own way, somehow, something beyond the things that we know, the identities that we know, the ideas that we know, and in welcoming that open intelligence. We're available for innovation, solutions, technologies, language, poetry, art that isn't bound to the past. And it's an option that we have moving forward as a species. And what's so beautiful about that open intelligence is that it's something that includes everyone. It's not even a question. It's something that benefits everyone. And it's super exciting, all that can unfold from that space, while also not totally throwing any sense of urgency out the window, acknowledging all of that as something to listen to and to sit with and to notice. Again, this is not a black and white thing, that awareness is good, mind is bad. Awareness is the God and mind is the devil. It's open intelligence is good and closed intelligence is bad. But what a gift to recognize the options. And it's what you were describing, that you're available, you're playing your role, playing your part, curious, confident in the things you know, yet still open to recognizing you don't know everything, and maybe even a willingness for the things you do know to evolve and reveal other facets that maybe we haven't seen. And then that trust element where everything is all happening on the lap of God, all unfolding in the lap of God, while we still do our best to feed the children, while we still do our best to protect the trees and the flowers. And I wrote this song about divine sadness many years ago that says, my stomach's full, the band is doing well, still my stomach's full, I am doing well. These eyes can recognize the heaven in the darkest hell. How could I complain? I'm a grateful soul. Still every now and then the sadness makes its presence known. For the millions of beings who lose their homes, for one tree at a time. I could sit forever in the heartbreak of beings losing their homes, one tree at a time. For the unnecessary suffering of all humankind, for the innocent, the ignorant, their willingness to survive, for the love who has not found itself. Today I sit and cry. Thank you, love. And that's another beautiful thing about this whole awakening. Shabinkle bangle bangle banga boom. Heartbreak is included in that. If you think you're awake and there's no heartbreak, oh beloved, take another look. The heartbreak is inseparable with the awareness that all is well. It's this willingness, this compassion, this honoring the complete what's the word? When something, the, when something can't be broken, when something can't be broken, can't be harmed, can't be invincible, the invincible nature of everyone, but right there with every band-aid, every little ointment. Oh, the poor little footsies in the hands. I mean, you're just available to just, you can't help but show up as love, as kindness, as as a cook, as a nurse, as a doctor, as a friend, as a human, as a listening presence. And this, just want to say it because I just felt Diane so strongly.
I just think as a human,
Yeah, can you?
well,
As a human?
I think as a human, it's just so hard to, move from the place of pain and suffering as separate from awareness.
Right.
When you're in that mode.
Of
and you're-
course.
Yeah.
Of
But I mean, I
course.
really see the spaciousness and availability of a greater sense when you're in a different mode. But, you talk about
Right.
the heartbreak.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the shootings right now, for
Yes.
instance, and the heartbreak of that while there is still this awareness that all is well. Like, how
Yes.
do I hold those both? And the moment, and, know that, yes, all is well, but all is so fucked up. It's
Yeah.
like,
Good news, no one ever has to hold both. You can't hold both as who you think you are. So like as the person holding both, as the ego, no need. Not wow, what a Cirque du Soleil plates on sticks that can seem. And the willingness to notice both, that's the holding of it. And you don't
so
even
when you
have to
say, I don't get
notice.
that, Ash. What's the difference between noticing and holding? I don't get it.
Right. So noticing is not a doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awareness.
Awareness, right. Not a doing. And then there's an availability. And
So is the difference feeling responsible for?
feeling responsible for.
Yeah, holding,
Mm-hmm.
feeling
Yeah, holding.
responsible. Like it's, I don't know if the word is, it's mine to solve.
Yes. And if something is yours to solve,
Then you feel responsible.
then we
and
innocently overlook what
Right.
doesn't need to be solved. The,
Yeah.
the undressed aliveness that's here. Yeah.
So how do you relate that to what just happened? For
With
example?
all with the shootings.
Shootings.
I mean,
Perfect
it's
example.
heartbreaking. And then I take a moment and I notice what was the landscape of the people that had the guns in their minds? What was the mindscape? What were the stories they were believing? What were the thoughts they were not questioning? What were the emotions they were not sitting with? Innocently, when we don't know the option of questioning our stressful thinking, when we don't know the option of the benefit of learning how to actually feel our feelings, we exist as this tight, heartbreaking field of hungry ghosts.
Yeah.
And you don't see the world as it is. You see your story of the world. You don't see the human before you. You see your concept of the human before you. And the only thing that can kill is a concept. Concepts kill concepts. Unfortunately, this is not at all to trivialize the precious human lives that get caught in the crossfire. And we could learn what it is that causes that kind of action, that kind of violence, that kind of fear. They probably felt like victims. And there's nothing more violent than a victim. So in that instance, I notice, oh my, the heartbreak of I use the word innocence of people caught in their demons, their nightmares, their unquestioned thoughts. All a demon is an unquestioned thought. That's it. And boy, are there consequences when we have no awareness around meeting it, around questioning it. Oh, maybe that's not true. Oh, maybe they're not evil reptilians conquering the planet. Maybe not. Who knows with YouTube nowadays? Oh my goodness. Countless story upon story upon story upon story upon story upon story. And then in that, the actions upon actions that follow, the inactions that follow. Heartbreaking and innocent. And oh my gosh. What? Thankfully, and then we can get into the story of, oh no, the planet, like I'll never be at peace until the world's at peace. And it looks like that's never going to happen. That's another story. It's another story. Peace is always here now. Even with whatever's happening in the world, we could stop and come home to ourselves in this moment. And in that, we are contributing to peace on the planet, not contributing to the suffering of the energetic, apparent collective that's here. And it's such a gift to recognize that choice. Your vote right now, your energetic vote in all of existence has the... You take it to the bathroom. Oh, it's here. Lexi. That's such what a sweetie. Innocent. So- yes.
How do I, in this example, it's powerful. I can follow with everything, and it's so great how you do it, just look at. And then I fall into the role of the mothers who lose their children, and that's where I go lost.
Yes.
There I cannot hold the
What a-
page
what a-
anymore.
what a-
That's total heartbreak.
What an important place to be lost in for a while. Be lost there as long as you need to be lost there. It's important to be lost in these places. It's important to be lost as the mother who lost their child, as the mother who lost all the children. Every child is our child. Every child is our child. It's important to be lost there. Don't try to spiritualize that. This is allowing yourself to feel the feelings. These beloveds, sorry?
Is that again at the same time the way you did it, hold it all, and do that with all you guided us how to go into the situation of the perpetrators and neutralize that, and then I cannot neutralize the mother thing. You hold it both at the same.
Well, that's what noticing does. And what's so wonderful is that we have this sense of having a body here with feelings and thoughts, and in other words, we have the most amazing opportunity to learn how the mind works with our own lives, with our own judgments, our own whatever the platitudes might be that are present in our experience. And so, in taking a moment, that's why it's so valuable. Time alone, meditation, learning how to feel your feelings, allowing the feelings to be as they are. It allows you again to be available, being in all the certain situations, not hiding from things, but be truly willing to face everything. In the poem that Diane keeps coming up again, that I just want to share for the first time ever. for the first time ever, human being, yes. Human becoming, that too, that too. But mostly human beautiful. Human dreaming, mhm. Human awakening, that too. But mostly human beautiful. You are in the arms of those who loved you the most. The way she loved her mom, your mom and dad. It's the sweetest. When this poem was coming through, that's the first image I saw was her completely held. You are in the arms of those who love you the most. In the heart of the peace you held so dear, one with the wind you longed for, there's no horizon in your eyes. You are the endless sky, ever present, always here. Countless lives were touched by your light, but countless more by your wounds. You gave permission for the ugliness we share to exist as beautiful too, to exist as lovable too, to exist as something worthy of a deep and honest welcome. Vulnerability truly was your superpower. No one has ever said the word fuck like you did. Fucking amazing, fucking wild, fucking awesome, fucking brilliant. Oh my fucking God, I'm so grateful I got to meet you in the silence. That's the kind of meeting space no one can ever truly leave. Blessed to know our eyes met in the vast immediacy of a great mystery, somehow aware of itself now. Those moments are in this moment. Those moments are this moment. And still the heart breaks at the thought that maybe for a moment you believe the rumor about anything anywhere being unacceptable or not enough. Oh, we've all been there. We've all been everywhere. And it just might happen that we frequent those distorted corridors again and again. Hold hands a bit tighter. Hold time a bit lighter. And breathe easy that even in the unimaginable hurt of an empty seat and an empty bed and an empty feeling in your chest, fullness dances to the tune of joy, befriending death. And all is well. As we grieve, all is well. With our tears, all is well. With unanswered questions, all is well. And never picking up the pieces, all is well. Human being, yes. Human becoming, that too. But mostly human beautiful. Human dreaming, oh Lord, but we likes to dream. Human awakening, that too. But mostly human beautiful. Human breathing, mhm. Human dying, that too. But mostly human beautiful. Hmm. Thank you, loves, for tonight's satsang. Thank you so much. Mm. I'll keep you posted on the idea is to do some satsangs in Kauai. We'll see how it unfolds, a venue, and then I'll film them and live stream them. So if you'd like to see some Hawaii sounds.
Fans of you, can we know, like, inquiring minds want to know, like, are you staying with India? I mean, like, where are you? Are you going to Airbnb? He knows how fabulous the mansion on the hill Literally, I'm like, Ash talks about being present, but God, he gets to go to Hawaii every winter. I mean, how do you do this? And how can I figure that out? And who's asking?
Who's going to Hawaii? Me. That's. We'll have a little. We'll go to Starbucks, have a little chat, have a little chat around that. That's so sweet. But I just do want to let you know that when I'm back from Kauai, there's a retreat in Sedona from February 26th to March 2nd. It's called "You Are the Vortex." Okay, you is the vortex. And it's an ayahuasca retreat, integration, it's non-dual. So yeah, so it's ayahuasca in support of noticing ayahuasca, which is a huge change, and celebrating that, the poetry of that, the gifts of that, and also noticing the simplicity of what hasn't changed, what's on the medicine and what's never been on the medicine. And he said, "Oh, nice, Adona. Oh, if you come to satsang, the price is a good deal. You get a good deal. It's a 5-day experience of the most beautiful house in front of the cathedral rock, bell rock, the chapel is right there." And they say, 20, if you're coming to satsang and you're watching this, you get a special code where you put nothing in the code and it's 2,500 per person for 5 days. Which is such a bargain.
February 25.
February 26th till March 2nd. It's 5 days. But please go to my website, asharuiz.com, if you want to know more information. And if it bring you joy to leave a donation, you can do so in that little thing over there. Or you can do so on my Venmo, which is Ash-Ruiz. I love y'all so very much. Have a wonderful time in winter season. Don't forget to yodel. Don't forget to hug someone, pinch someone on the cheeks, both of them. And I'll see you when I come back. All right, love you back. Thank you, loves. February 8th. I know. So fun.
Soon, he's leaving soon.
I leave mañana.
Mañana?
Yes, my flight's at 6 a.m.
Holy moly.
I like to get there and jump in the water.
Oh my God. 2,500 or 5 days. Maybe they'll do 2 for the price of 1. Maybe they'll do 2 for the price of 1. This is my boyfriend Nick.
On Saturday is a
Yeah.